Welcome back, guys, to another installment of our nostalgia playthrough for Pokémon Red. Now, this is one of those trainer tip videos, but it's also going to be part of the walkthrough. This video is specifically going to be focusing on trying to catch Snorlax, and it's going to be kind of challenging because Snorlax is a rather difficult Pokemon to obtain, even though you have, like, I think either one or two different opportunities in Pokemon Red and Blue. I believe there's two chances that you can get. There's two Snorlax, I believe, in the whole game that are blocking a couple paths. I'm fairly positive it's two, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and try our chances. The first one that's available. First thing you want to do, starting out in Lavender Town, I want to make sure that we have all the items that we need. Stock up on Great Balls, stock up on Super Potions, and any other items that you think might be viable, particularly anything relating to potentially Paralyze or Awakening, things like that if you can. Super Potions and Great Balls, though, at the very least, are an absolute must. Now, before we head on, actually, I'll just kind of head on down while I'm talking, but just to kind of break this down for you, you need to get the Poke Flute in order to wake up Snorlax, but in order to get that, you still have a bunch of stuff that you have to do to get that. So first, you got to go to the Celadon Game Corner. You got to beat Team Rocket down there so you can get the Sylph Scope. Once you get the Sylph Scope from Celadon Game Corner, you have to go all the way back to Lavender Town, which is where we just were, and then you have to go through that whole process, and you have to free the ghost, Marowak, the ghost of Cubone's mother, and get Marowak to be all good. And then once you do that, you have to go see Mr. Fuji, the Pokemon dude, and then he will reward you with a Poke Flute. And once you get that, you can just head straight south from Lavender Town, and that's where you can go ahead and run into Snorlax, which is where we are heading now. So, just to be clear, Snorlax is a very powerful Pokemon, and even though he's a normal type, he's still a major challenge. So, depending on how high level you are, you still might be finding that his defense is absolutely outstanding, which is why, if you look now, you can see that we only have a Charizard, Raichu, Mew, Hitmonlee, and Gyarados because we have our open slot. Because there's no chance for me to really get the Kadabra that I had in the earlier videos up to Alakazam as of right now. I might do that later. I want to get Snorlax in that spot. So, real quick, I've gone ahead and leveled them up a little bit just to be able to take this on. I believe Snorlax is at level 30, so you want to make sure you have something a little bit stronger to withstand some of his hard hits. But we're probably going to start off by throwing Raichu, who has a little bit of a defense issue. We're going to start him off by using Thunder Wave. That's going to be our first chance. And then we're going to use Charizard to whittle him down a little bit. Now, just in case things don't go well, just like running into any legendary such as the birds or Mewtwo, you want to make sure that you save right before you interact with it, just because you don't want to ruin your chances of catching the Pokemon. But again, if you knock this Snorlax out, you still have one more that you can get, but this is the first one. And so, just to be clear, let's go back and take a look real fast. Town map, yeah, so this is Route 12. We are on Route 12, south of Lavender Town. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, item, we're going to go all the way down, and we're going to go ahead and use our... Oh, I bought some items that kind of just push that up. There we go. And there we go. The wild Pokemon woke up, and the wild Pokemon attacked. Snorlax woke up, it attacked in a grumpy rage. Alright, here we go, let's do it. This is our first opportunity to catch Snorlax. Let's see if we can do that. Man, well, basic cry. My gosh, it's been so long. Okay, 30, level 30, alright. The classic Snorlax. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit it with a Thunder Wave and paralyze Snorlax. He won't be able to break out of that, so that's definitely a plus for us here. His Head Putt is going to probably do a substantial amount of damage. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So we're going to go ahead and switch back. Fighting type is going to have a good opportunity here, so if you have your Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee, as you would, from the gym, then you can get that and use that here. And we're going to go ahead and use this. I don't know how much damage it'll do, but level 35, it probably won't do too much. Oh, shit. Don't do another kick. Don't do another one. Oh, we got lucky as balls. Okay, sweet. Alright, so there. So now he's paralyzed, and Hitmonlee at level 35 did his double kick. Oh, man. I'm glad it's a double kick and only did 2. I don't think that it can do more than that, but if it did, we would be in... we'd definitely be shit out of luck. Okay, so let's go ahead and go and try our first Great Ball. We've got 30 up in B. See if we can catch Snorlax. He'll probably break out of it. Yeah, at this point, there's not really much that we can do unless we want to go ahead and use, like, status-type moves. Ah, shit. He's going to heal up. You bitch. Alright, let's try this one more time. Let's go ahead and try double kick again. He can only... When Snorlax goes to sleep like that... Shit, don't knock him out. I'm going to have to log back in. Or sign out. Or shut the game off and go back into it. There we go. If Snorlax uses his amnesia and he goes to sleep or whatever... when he puts himself to sleep, he fills up his health only one time, but he'll remain asleep, and he won't get his health back until he wakes up and then goes back to sleep again. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So now he's paralyzed and he's asleep. So as well, I'm fairly certain that when he goes to sleep, it doesn't. Hey, wow, that was actually much quicker than I thought. When he goes to sleep, that doesn't remove any of his statuses. So if he's paralyzed or burned or frozen or whatever, you don't have to worry about him regaining those statuses and being back to normal. Nope, we're good. We're good. Cool. We got ourselves a Snorlax, and there it is. Okay, so I think we just need this to keep on going down south. Wow. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. We have a bunch of super potions. We're going to use that. I erroneously bought a bunch of revives, but I'm not actually going to use any of those because, again, if any of my Pokemon get knocked out, well, then that's... you know what? He has status problems, too. I'm not even going to worry about it. Oh, you're going to fight me? Damn it. Now, Snorlax is one of the only normal-type Pokemon, or one of the only Pokemon that's not a water-type that can actually learn Surf. Obviously, Mew can, because he can learn any TM or HM, but Snorlax can also learn Surf. However, we do have a Gyarados that we raised up that now will be able to go ahead and do that anyway. But yeah, so we got Snorlax on our lineup. We got a pretty strong lineup here with Charizard, Raichu, Mew, Hitmonlee, Gyarados, and Snorlax, our powerhouse of Fire-type, and then we've got our Electric-type, our Psychic-type, our Fighting-type, our Water Dragon type, even though I think Gyarados is still identified only as a Water type, but he does have Dragon Rage, and he can learn the Dragon attack, so maybe he's still identified as a Dragon? Water Dragon? Okay, whatever. And then Normal type. So, be that as it may, let's go ahead and switch over to Hitmonlee. He'll have a definite advantage over the Electric type against Voltorb. Voltorb's probably going to do Self-Destruct, though, at some point. So we're going to knock him out before we can pull that off, because that will do some major damage, and I don't want Hitmonlee to faint, because otherwise I won't be able to use him anymore. Come on, one more. There it is. Cool. About to use Electrode. Yeah, we need to make sure that we can take him down too real fast. Alright. One more time with that. Shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to take him down as well. Huh, interesting. I figured Double Kick would be a special attack, but it's not. Crap. Oh, thank God, light screen. If he did, I was like really worried that he was going to use... I'm always worried when we fight Voltorb and Electro just because there's such a high opportunity that they're going to use Self-Destruct. There we go. Alright, let's take a look here. Isn't this where we get Fly, maybe? No, it's the Fisherman's House. Damn it. I do like to fish. Cool. Good Rod. Oh, Super Rod. We skip right over it. Sweet. That'll give us a variety of other Pokemon to catch. But honestly, at this point, unless I see something like super rare that I want, like a bird, legendary bird, or Mewtwo or something like that, I'm probably not going to catch another Pokemon to use in my party. I have everything that I want. I'm good. Alright, let's see. This guy's probably going to fight me. Damn it. Let's go ahead and switch over to Charizard. We're going to go ahead and switch out over here. And then cut this weed down, fight this guy, and get that item. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I'm pretty proud of our lineup. We got a pretty strong line of varying types. I mean, everything is different, so that's good. That gives us a real advantage in battle for those gym leaders that like to use only one single type of Pokemon. In future playthroughs, I'm actually considering that I might do something like that myself, though, just to kind of create more of a challenge where I'm only going to have one certain type of Pokemon. Now, if I choose, like, let's say Fire-type, for example, and every game starts out with Fire, Water, and Grass, but as I move on, it's going to be really difficult for me to get a full line of, say, like, Fire-type if I choose it, just because you don't have a whole slew of Fire-type to choose from in the beginning. Houndour is going to be a go-to for, and then getting Houndoom, and then if I can get a Growlithe, and then an Arcanine. I mean, Firestones are going to be really helpful there. Flareon would be a good choice. There's no real Fire Birds except for... I guess there is now in some of the later generations, but it's mainly just Moltres, and I think there's one more in like either the 5th generation, I think. It's weird how that weed just grew. Do you see that? I cut this and then got in a bottle and the weed grew back. Come on, I just want to get to a Pokemon Center so I can heal up and spend some time with Snorlax and do some damage there. I also need to drop some stuff in the PC too. I always have to check in and make sure that I'm not overdoing my inventory, as it were. We'll just wait till we get to the next town. Come on, Charizard, go ahead and slash it up, buddy. I really want to get a Nidoking. I might switch out Hitmonlee for Nidoking. I really like Hitmonlee a lot, but Nidoking would be where I'd want to be at. And I don't recall if there's a Stone evolution. I think it is a Moonstone, actually. If I can get a Nidoran and get a Nidorino and then go for Nidoking, I would definitely do it. I think it's a Moonstone, but I might be mistaken. So if I'm wrong on that, don't hate on me, because I don't remember. That's one thing I haven't done in a long time. Evolving those Pokemon up here. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. I think the reason why... Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut and go into this grass here. I think there's rare Pokemon here. I think this is where you get Venonat. Oh, Gloom. Nice. Okay. Wow, they're really high level. Alright, this could be a good grinding spot, too. but I'm not really interested in going after a Gloom right now. As soon as I can get a Leaf Stone, though, I can evolve Gloom into Vileplume at any level, so that's good. But always double check, too, just kind of a heads up. If you're ever evolving a Pokemon, always double check to see what moves that their pre- and post-evolutions can learn. Is very important because, like, let's say you got Pikachu and you got Raichu side by side, right? Raichu may not be able to learn some moves that Pikachu can learn, so you want to hold out on evolving your Pikachu into Raichu with a Thunderstone, just because there's going to be some types that, some moves that he's going to learn as Pikachu, and then you're going to miss that opportunity with Raichu, because certain things he won't be able to learn, you know. So that's a good idea, for sure. And also, too, like, I don't remember, but I feel like when you're evolving, like, Eevee into one of its evolutions in one of the earlier games, the sooner that you can do it, the better. Like, don't use Eevee in battle. Yeah, here's Venonat. Don't use those, don't use Eevee in battle a lot, because I think Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon all can learn moves really early on, especially, like, fire, like, their elemental types. So you don't want to spend time, like, raising up Eevee, because if you raise him up to, like, level 40 or something like that, and then evolve him, then you might miss out on some good moves. But I don't remember exactly what they were. I just remember that was a problem for me in the past. But it's been a long time since I played these games, and the movesets and things that you can learn this in Pokemon Red and Blue, is different. They've definitely changed things. That's why, like, for example, Thunderbolt is a move that's not really learned by many Pokemon. Pikachu can't learn it, Raichu can't learn it. That's why I'm hesitant about using that TM that I got from Lieutenant Surge, because I don't know if I want to use it on Raichu or if I want to use it on Mew. It depends on, let's see, I'll just finish this real quick. It just depends on what TMs I get later on down the road, because I want to be able to get the TM for Thunder, but I'm hesitant there, because I know that Raichu can learn Thunder, and if that's the case, then I'll probably just teach Raichu Thunderbolt, and then I'll just have Thunder available for Mew, and then have other Fire-type moves and Water-type moves, but I'm on the fence. We'll see. No big deal, though. Bird Keeper, alright. But these games are super basic. Like, there's no shinies, there's no genders, except for Nidoran, because that Pokemon's always had a gender. You know, things like that. Super basic stuff. And as I've said many times in the previous videos, it's all about who's at the highest level. So if you really want to get a leg up, and it kind of sucks, but if you want to be able to beat trainers really fast and efficiently, you want to spend some time in a high-level grass patch and just grind for like an hour or two. It can be really annoying, but I've done that for quite a bit for this playthrough, just for the sheer fact that I want to make sure that I can get through like the good stuff really quickly, because I play this for nostalgia. It's fun for me, but from a viewing standpoint, you don't want to see me grind like crazy, so I want to make sure that I only spend very minimal time in doing that. But I definitely want to get to this next town over, though. I just wanted to catch Snorlax and get to the next town, but I forgot how many Pokemon and how many trainers are going to be in the way. Come on, guy. Let's see. Pikachu, huh? I think it's the first time I've seen a Pikachu in battle. Oh, wait. Lieutenant Surge had one, didn't he? Pikachu, I think he had, what, Pikachu, Voltorb, and Raichu? Or either that, or it was a Voltorb, Electrode, and Raichu? I forget. But a non-gym leader. It's the first time I think I've seen a Pikachu. There we go. Alright. Okay, I think we're good. I think that should give us a... Let's see. Don't lock eyes with the trainer. A... Oh, shit. Oh, this is the part that I hated. There is a very simple path to get through this, though. Okay, so we're good there. Let's see if I can... I can't... Yeah, there's no point there. I can go around this, but we might lock eyes with the trainer on the bottom. No, we're good. Okay, so go here. Just avoid all this. Go up and around. I think there's some item up there, but I don't remember. Oh shit, we're gonna get stuck in a fight. Okay, good. Okay, maybe if I can get that guy to move, that'll be a very minimal battle. Come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's just knock this guy out real quick. Shouldn't take very long. But we'll just get him to move out of the way here. Ooh, one more over. There we go. Open up that spot, and then we can just go right behind him. And that should take us directly into the next town. Because I want to be able to use Snorlax, and I gotta be able to grind him up, but I don't want to waste any items on him. There's no point in spending super potions on a Snorlax that's like sleep and paralyzed. It makes no sense. I really hope someday they remaster Fire Red in like Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and a Sun and Moon type of way. I mean, I know these are available in the Nintendo eShop, but I mean, it's crazy that they chose Ruby and Sapphire for games to remaster. But I guess it kind of makes some sense just because they plan on doing Red, Blue, and Yellow on the eShop so soon, Nintendo. And then you had Soul Silver and Heart Gold, which are remasters of Gold and Silver, naturally. So, I mean, it makes sense that they would just go to the next generation. But, I mean, with Fire Red and Leaf Green, great games. But I really want to see things improve with the original games like this. But, if I'm going to be really honest, with the Nintendo Switch out now, what I'm really, really hoping for is just make a Pokemon MMO, please. Like, there are Pokemon MMOs that are created by fans that are online that are absolutely outstanding. Like, really, really great. And I might even do some gameplay footage of those down the road once I kind of spend some time here. But I just feel like if Nintendo and Game Freak partnered up and just really set things down, they could really make something amazing. And people have been wanting that forever. Like, all the gyms, all the different... Oh, man, are you serious? I have to go down? Shit. Oh, wait, I can avoid him. Nice. That's what people have wanted ever since Gold and Silver is a Pokemon MMO. As soon as World of Warcraft came out, that kind of set the precedent for certain types of games, and you really just want that to be a Pokemon thing. Okay, where the F am I going? I do not remember this path at all. Alright, let's just go around these D-bags. We don't need to worry about them. Does that take us into the next town? Where am I? I really do not remember where I need to go here. Okay, let's just take a look at the map here after I cut this. Okay, let's take a look at our map. Town map, where are we at? Oh my god, we have so far to go. Fuchsia. Okay, so we need to go to Fuchsia. This is where we're going to take on Koga and his poison types. Okay, so with Cut, we can avoid all the battles here. Oh, that was lucky. We could have got locked eyes with that lady there. She would have been completely wiped out by us, but I don't care. Oh, seriously? Shit. There we go. Whatever. I'll fight them later. I don't want to do that on screen. It's not really worth my time. I also gotta remember where to get Fly. I'll do some research and figure that out. I feel like I should have that by now, but I don't. Okay, we're in the town. Wait, where the flip? Fuchsia City, behold, its passion. Is this where I'm at? Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. This is one of those towns I spent very little time in back in the day, and I virtually know nothing about this town. I forget. Wait, what the hell's that? Is that Pokemon chilling in the water there? I wonder if I can even get to it. Doesn't look like it. Just hanging? Okay, whatever. The gym is right next to the Pokemon Center. That's interesting. Alright, so with Koga, we'll worry about that in the next battle, but that shouldn't be a big deal. We could probably just skip all the junk. I'll do some research and double check to see what other events and side quests could be taking place during Fuchsia City, but I don't really think it's that important. I think I could probably just spend time with Snorlax, go beat up some of those trainers, grind a little bit, get him to level 35, maybe a little higher, and then we can take on Koga, because I want to make sure everyone's about level 35 or so, but I'll follow up on that later. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and checking out this video. Much appreciated. You saw how easy it was to take on Snorlax, but just remember that all depends on the level. Having a Hitmonlee and Double Kick was extremely helpful. Hitmonlee at level 35 and having an electric type like Raichu to be able to do a Thunder Wave, or any type of grass type to be able to put him to sleep, paralyze him, or anything that doesn't do damage but, you know, messes with Snorlax so he can't attack back, is extremely helpful. But you saw it. Pikachu, or Raichu rather, just did Thunder Wave, paralyzed him, and then Hitmonlee jumped in with a Double Kick, and Snorlax was pretty much mine at that point. But be that as it may, there it is. That's our lineup. I'm going to spend some time grinding in between videos here, and I will see you next time in the continuation of our Pokemon Red Nostalgia playthrough. Later.